From downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
All aboard the Siberian Express. The chilly air is here. Bundle up and get ready for some dangerous snow squalls.
Plus, the daughter of a Detroit firefighter beaten to death confronts her father's killer just moments before he's sentenced to prison. But first, her grandmother is charged just days after a teenage boy is shot and killed in her home. The boy was shot during Monday's snow day when another boy was playing with a gun. Sadly, that gun went off, hitting Emarje Watkins in the back, killing him. Guy Gordon joins us now with more on the charges that are now filed in that boy's death. Guy?
They really are. What they're saying is that Grandma tried to take some efforts to secure the weapon and the ammunition, but those efforts were so weak that it still resulted in death. So they are sending a message by charging her with involuntary manslaughter.
Prosecutors say 58-year-old Lisa Cox hid her revolver under a nightstand, hid the bullets elsewhere, and locked her bedroom door. But that it was a flimsy lock, and her grandsons knew the location of both. The involuntary manslaughter charge is based on alleged grossly negligent storage, resulting in the death of 13-year-old Emarje Watkins. Emarje, known as EJ, died of a gunshot wound to the back after the grandsons jimmied the bedroom lock, found the weapon, and loaded it, presumably to scare EJ, according to police. His parents want to avoid more anguish and heartache, but they do want someone held responsible.
I want my wife to have closure, without it being no more drama or no more fighting.
You being irresponsible with your children and it cost my child's life.
Cox's 14-year-old grandson was charged as a juvenile with manslaughter, death by weapon aimed with intent but without malice, and also careless discharge of a weapon causing death.
It was an accident. I really truly believe that it was an accident.
The grandmother is also hit with a child abuse charge, 1 count for each of the grandchildren she left home alone with that weapon in the bedroom. That carries a maximum 10-year. The involuntary manslaughter, a maximum 15-year penalty. The charges against the juvenile, upon conviction, the punishment would be left up to the judge's discretion. From 36th District Court, I'm Guy Gordon, Local 4.
All righty, Guy, thank you. Let's turn to the forecast now, as temperatures were in the teens today. They started out the morning in the single digits even. And with the wind chill, it feels even colder than that. And Brandon, it seems like, it's going to be a while before we warm up slightly?
Yeah, and even that warm-up, which comes Saturday, is going to come with a wicked winter storm. So just get ready and settle in here with the cold. 16 degrees at Metro. It's 18 degrees right now in Ann Arbor, 20 in Pontiac. So we do have some areas where it's slightly warmer. It doesn't feel at all like that. These winds out of the southwest between 10 and about 22 miles an hour, gusting even stronger, creates wind chill issues. Number one. 1 below is the wind chill officially here in Detroit at Metro Airport, and barely into the single digits. It's dangerous with frostbite on exposed skin, but also hypothermia. If you don't layer up as you head out, you can certainly get your body core temperature to drop into a dangerous level. We also, with that wind, have snow showers. Haven't seen much yet. Downriver into Monroe County a little bit, but as we get into the 2, 4, 6 o'clock hours, we're going to see more and more of those snow showers and the potential for some dangerous squalls. Quick inch, low visibility, and icy roads. But again, we'll watch the radar and watch these snow squalls through your Wednesday afternoon. More, Evrod, on the continued cold and that dangerous winter storm this weekend we're watching.
All righty, Brandon, thank you. A man convicted of killing Detroit firefighter David Madrigal will spend at least the next 40 years in prison. Local 4's Nick Monticelli is joining us live now. Nick, he was one of 3 charged in connection with David Madrigal's death.
Everyone, good afternoon. Yes, Timmy Soto actually pled guilty to second-degree murder. Other co-defendants still have to see what's happening in their cases, but it was pretty tense in court today when he was handed that sentence, especially when he heard from the victim's son.
He dedicated his life to the city, to the Detroit Fire Department. He actually had his retirement party planned.
Today is the day, or one of the days, David Madrigal's family was waiting for, when Tim Soto would be sentenced for killing their father 1 year ago in December. His daughter, Christina, told the judge she and her father had a special bond.
There's no words to explain what the world is missing now. He was 59 and taken way too early. It was a blatant disregard for human life.
Madrigal was 59 years old, a Detroit firefighter who was found dead in his home. Prosecutors believe these three are behind it: Tim Soto, Christian Rasnick, and Nicole O'Neill. Soto took a deal and pled guilty to second-degree murder. All he said in court was he's sorry.
I apologize to the family for what I did. I know I was wrong. I wasn't in the right state of mind. I'd like to apologize to my family for putting them through this stress. And I'd like to apologize to my kids for putting them through this too.
No one really understands the motive for the murder, but a safe was stolen with $1,000 inside. Madrigal was hit in the head with a weight and killed.
He was taken out while sleeping by a coward. He should have gone down fighting. I hope that this animal over here doesn't last a week, and I don't see like him lasting a week.
A point to say that his father loved the city of Detroit, being born here, raised here. He lived here and still worked here in Detroit. Now, as for those other defendants, Rasnick will be sentenced tomorrow in the very same courtroom with the very same judge. He took a similar deal. The other defendant, Nicole O'Neill, she has a trial slated as of right now to begin in March. We're live here at the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice. Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
And Nick, before we let you go, what did the judge say during sentencing about all this?
You know, it's interesting. The judge made it a point to say that he normally doesn't say too much during sentencing, but he did want to say that a society that does not value first responders, police officers, firefighters, EMS crews, a society not valuing in them is on the road to self-destruction.
Wow. All right, Nick Monticelli reporting live for us this afternoon. Thank you for the update there. Just into the Local 4 newsroom, we are learning that 4 people will face a judge this afternoon after a 5-year-old was burned by a lighter. This incident happening last Friday in Highland Park, and police tell us that the little girl, the 5-year-old girl, was playing with a lighter with several other children when her sweater caught fire. The adults in that home did not get the girl medical care and only put Vaseline on her burns. There's no word yet on what the charges might be that those adults will face. On Detroit's west side now, an 18-year-old woman is recovering after she was shot while sleeping. It happened at this home here on Foyer Street near Greenfield and Schoolcraft. This is on the city's west side. Officers say that a gunman fired shots into the home, hitting the woman on both of her legs. The homeowner tells us that this is the second time his house has been hit in just a matter of days.
Some young people, came by and shot up my house. And they robbed, my stepson took his telephone saying that, where's the girl's telephone?
Now, fortunately, that woman is expected to be okay, but so far there have been no arrests. Police in Redford Township now trying to figure out what caused a U-Haul truck to crash into a Secretary of State office. It happened early this morning, right at the intersection of Beach Daly and Joy Road. Take a look at the damage. You can see almost the entire front of the building was damaged in this crash. Fortunately, no one was hurt in the incident, and the office, as you can imagine, now closed for the day. And in Romulus, crews are working to clean up after a water main break right there on Van Born Road between Middle Belt and Inkster. It happened around 6 this morning, and you can see here traffic moving a bit slower than normal as the water has flooded most of the road. There's no word yet on when that water main will be repaired. New at noon, a woman is attacked while waiting in line at a Kroger grocery store. We've got the new video that shows the assault and why this woman says it was all over coupons. Nearly a dozen shoppers run into an Apple store. Find out what the group did next that has police trying to find them. But first, newly released videos show the accused Charleston church shooter performing target practice. Up next, how prosecutors are using the video to make their case. More dramatic testimony expected today in the federal hate crime of Dylan Ruff. The trial for Dylan Ruff as prosecutors lay out new details about his planned massacre at historic church in South Carolina. NBC's Gabe Gutierrez is at the courthouse in Charleston.
Today, we're hearing from what's expected to be the prosecution's final witness, one of 3 survivors that awful night at Bible study, who says Dylan Ruff only spared her so she could tell the story. Today, federal prosecutors are expected to rest their case against Dylann Roof, the 22-year-old accused of a massacre fueled by hate. These newly released videos played in court show Roof in target practice. Investigators say he was carefully planning out to carry out his rampage and had even staked out Charleston's Emmanuel AME Church multiple times. In court, they retraced his steps using GPS data, alleging he stopped at plantations and other historic sites in the months before the shooting. Prosecutors laid out his racially inflammatory writings, photos of the Confederate flag, and a potential hit list of other churches found in his car, along with surveillance video of Roof entering and exiting the church the night of the killings.
Well, I killed him. Well, I guess.
And his chuckle during a chilling confession to FBI agents. Roof is charged with 33 federal counts, including hate crimes. His defense team has not disputed the facts of the case and has offered to plead guilty in exchange for the death penalty being taken off the table. Prosecutors have refused. Inside the courtroom, Roof has sat silently, mostly looking down at the table in front of him. During his FBI interview after his arrest, he was asked whether he wanted to kill more black people.
Oh, no, I was worn out.
Right now, Dylann Roof has his own lawyers, but he's asked the court to represent himself during sentencing. The defense is expected to call several witnesses this afternoon, and closing arguments are expected to begin tomorrow. Gabe Gutierrez, NBC News, Charleston, South Carolina.
In Reno, Nevada now, the search is on for several thieves who were part of a flash mob robbery. Take a look. Surveillance video shows at least 10 people storming into this Apple store. The crooks are all wearing hoodies to hide their faces, and officers say that they took all the devices that they could and then ran right out the store. The group split up into two, took off in two separate cars, and police were able to stop one of the cars after a short pursuit and arrested 5 men. Fortunately, no one was hurt in that robbery. And police in Memphis are trying to figure out who's to blame for an alleged attack on a mom who was simply checking out at a Kroger grocery store. Her name is Megan Wilson, and she says that the man standing behind her slammed her face into her cart because she was using coupons and her transaction was taking more than 20 minutes. Now, she also admits that she accidentally spilled her drink on him, but this surveillance video tells sort of a different story. You saw that the mom there appears to throw her drink at the man, but then seconds later, he lunges at her.
Everything kind of went black for a minute, and when I came to, I was on the ground. So I stumbled to get up, and the floor was slippery because obviously when he hit me, my drink went everywhere.
Wilson is now calling on Kroger to step up their security to keep customers safe.
New at noon.
Well, ahead of his big birthday celebration, New at Noon, we'll tell you why Pope Francis is actually telling Catholics all across the country not to wish him a happy birthday. Brandon?
Bone-chilling cold. The air temperatures in the middle teens don't tell the story. We have wind creating dangerous wind chills, the coldest of which still ahead, and those winds dragging some dangerous snow squalls on your Wednesday forecast. Next.
The unconventional hospital, the unconventional wisdom, the unconventional leadership that has shaped healthcare for our entire nation based on one CEO and her experiences because of who she loved.
She screamed as loud as she could in front of all the staff who knew me that nothing would appall me more than if you're a lesbian.
So what did happen when the CEO of a major hospital came out of the closet, and how does it affect your health care? You'll see tonight on Local 4 News at 11.
If you're in a
Keep your family.
All right, welcome back, everybody. I am just thinking about everybody that works outside today and people that have to run in and out. It is bone-chilling cold. I think that's how you described it earlier.
And dangerous, too, because our bodies aren't quite used to this this early. We had a real weak winter last year, and so it's been a while since we've had this kind of wind chill an issue. And frostbite on the exposed skin and issues with your temperature, your body core getting too low, and hypothermia. So just layer up and be ready. 16 degrees, southwest winds 20, and so the feels like number, wind chill chill is 1 below. The sustained winds are around 20, but we are getting some gusts like over in Jackson, 30 miles an hour. It's 25, 26 miles an hour as far as those brief little gusts around Metro Detroit. It just smacks you right in the face and really does not feel good. It also will make for more blowing snow issues, especially anybody driving west. These are winter weather advisories in the purple, nowhere in our counties or our viewing area, but you get into Ingham and Clinton counties over near Lansing, and we do have the issue for 3 to 5 inches of lake effect snow, blowing snow, dangerous wind chills, and some of those snow bands are going to work their way in here through the afternoon. 18 degrees. Watch out for those dangerous snow squalls. We mentioned earlier maybe a quick inch over about a 30-minute time span of those bands going over, and certainly can reduce visibility. You can imagine that kind of heavy snow and that amount of time, icing and snow covering those roads, blowing snow. So just not great travel weather through the afternoon and evening. The local forecasters app will have the best usage for you as you head out. You can watch the radar, but driving west, really not a great idea. 8 degrees overnight, sub-zero temperatures, 10 to 15 below. Wind chills will be the worst of it on Thursday morning. Just another warning. It gets a little bit better Friday and definitely Saturday. Here are some of those snow showers coming off of Lake Michigan, Kalamazoo, Hastings over into Lansing, and it will keep pounding into those areas, and we start to see these little slivers of darker blue. These are some of those squalls that come over and just pound certain areas and make it whiteout conditions. Very, very complicated as far as driving. We still have a cold front to come through, so it's just reinforcements of colder air, keeping those winds kicked up and continuing to pour some of these lake effect snow showers again through the afternoon and evening. Tomorrow, a couple of scattered, much more scattered snow showers, but we'll also get into a little bit of sun. Really, really chilly, still breezy. Friday night, the next winter storm comes in. I think Friday nights after dinner time through Saturday morning, 3 to 5 maybe inches of snow on the ground early Saturday, Evrod, but we do have middle 30s and maybe a little rain and sleet mixing in, which at the very least would be a crunchy, slushy mess on top of that fresh snow. If it's all snow, maybe 5 to 10 inches all in all.
All righty, Brendan, we will get ready. Today, thousands are celebrating the upcoming birthday of Pope Francis. The pontiff will turn 80 this Saturday. And Francis spoke at a general audience meeting today, thanking everyone for the well wishes. The Argentine Pope added that in his country, wishing someone a happy birthday ahead of time is actually bad luck, and those who do it are jinxers. The Pope says that he doesn't want any special celebrations on the day itself, and that he'll be carrying out his duties as normal. All right, still ahead, Amazon making history. Find out what the company just did for the very first time and what it means for the future of the online retailer. We're back after this.
Replay song.
All right, finally here, we have been hearing for years about Amazon testing these drones for home delivery, but this month the company has finally used the technology to deliver its very first package.
Oh yeah, this morning Amazon released this video showing one of its drones delivering a package to a home in England. In total, delivery took just 13 minutes.
And ultimately, Amazon hopes to use the unmanned drones to make a promise to customers that they'll get their orders in just 30 minutes or less. But how small was that package, though?
I don't know.
Wasn't it tiny?
Just barely over the treetops.
Yeah, I think there's got to be a weight limit.
Click on Detroit.com right now. Paul Gross about to start a climate change webcast. You want to tune into that.
Yeah, and have a great day, everybody. Stay warm out there. We'll see.